The idea of people choosing their leaders, shaping their laws, and having a voice and power feels normal today, but it was once unthinkable. More than 2,000 years ago, the ancient Greeks created something revolutionary: democracy. A political system where ordinary citizens, not kings or emperors, became the center of power. How did this happen, and why did it change the world forever? In this video, we're going to break down how democracy was born in Greece, why it emerged there, and how it transformed global politics. Let's see what's inside. The story begins in Athens during the 6th and 5th centuries BCE, a time of tension and inequality. Wealthy aristocrats controlled land, politics, and justice, while farmers and ordinary citizens carried heavy debts and had little say in how the city was run. This imbalance pushed Athens toward crisis, forcing leaders to rethink how society should function. One of the first major steps toward democracy came with Solon, a reformer who ended debt slavery and reorganized political participation based on wealth. Rather than noble birth, it wasn't full democracy yet, but it weakened aristocratic power and opened the door for broader participation. Then came Cleisthenes, often called the father of Athenian democracy. He reorganized the population into new political districts, breaking the control of powerful clans and giving more citizens a chance to participate. This new structure laid the foundation for a direct democracy, a system where citizens themselves debated and voted on laws. In Athens, the assembly became the heart of this system. Thousands of citizens gathered to make decisions about war, laws, and public policy. No kings, no emperors, just citizens shaping their own future. Public offices were chosen by lot, reflecting a belief that any free citizen was capable of governing. Courts were filled with large juries of ordinary people, preventing corruption and concentrating power in the hands of the many rather than the few. What made Greek democracy unique was not just the voting system, but the culture behind it. Greeks believed that participation in politics was a duty, not an option. Public debate, philosophy, and education became essential tools for shaping informed citizens. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle examined what justice meant, how states should be governed, and what role people should play in society. Even when they questioned democracy, their ideas shaped how the world understood politics. But Greek democracy was far from perfect. Women, slaves, and foreigners were excluded, and major decisions could be swayed by passion or persuasion. The Peloponnesian War exposed weaknesses in popular decision-making, showing how crowd psychology and political manipulation could lead to disaster. Eventually, Athens fell under Macedonian influence, and the classical era of democracy came to an end. Yet the idea did not die. Greek political thought spread across the Mediterranean through Alexander the Great's empire and later through Rome. During the Renaissance and Enlightenment, European thinkers rediscovered Greek texts and used them to imagine new political systems. Concepts like citizen rights, public debate, rule of law, and checks on power all have roots in Greek ideas. By the time the modern world emerged, Greek democracy had become a blueprint. The United States, France, and eventually dozens of countries adopted democratic principles inspired by Athens. Modern democracies are representative, not direct, but the core idea, that power comes from the people, is unmistakably Greek. The story of ancient Greece reminds us that political systems are born from crisis, debate, and the courage to imagine something new. Democracy wasn't perfect then, and it isn't perfect now, but it created a foundation that changed how humanity thinks about power and freedom. In the end, the birth of democracy is a reminder that ideas can outlive empires. Athens may have faded, but its belief in citizen power reshaped the world, proving that even a small city-state can spark a political revolution that echoes across millennia.